So as you can see here, this is kind of the back end view facing my house of the buckets. Here I've got my trellis I have for my tomatoes, but I'll kind of pan here so you can see how everything looks. This is a large bucket operation, over 50 buckets, close to 60 buckets this year, all growing various tomatoes, peppers, as well as some different herbs and some potatoes this year as well, and some squash. So we'll go through that, but just kind of wanted to give a little overview about how everything works. Let me walk over here, show you. All right, here's my spigot coming out. I've got a doubler on it. This is just my hose as now, and then here is for my irrigation of my buckets. So what I'll do is just turn it on, and we'll go through that here. But as you can see, pretty simple. All things that I've gotten off of Amazon, not very expensive at all. And when you think about the time that I save, it's definitely worth every penny. So we'll walk back over here, kind of go from this end. So we've got the buckets here, and here is our tubing that comes through. And on this tubing, I've got I'm pretty sure this is my rain gear, a rainbird tubing, and I've got it coming in, just this little spigot here, and that comes in, pull this up for you, and we've got this right here. And I don't actually use the sprinkler setting because I found that with over 50 buckets and over about 100 feet of line, it is very tough to get an even feel for it. So I just turn it on and let it come out of this little nozzle, and I'll show that in a bit. But that's what I've got for all my peppers. And you can see here, kind of just walk down the line and get to where I start with my peppers. These are my tomatoes, sorry. And same thing here. You can see we've got the line going through down there. That one you might be able to see a little bit better. And we've got that running all the way through here. And what's nice is with using this attachment right here instead of this one, is you get a really even distribution of the water. I mean, I'll walk over here so you can see the end. Here I've got some potatoes planted actually, but you know, it's quite of a long ways for that water to run, and so you want to make sure that down here is not getting a little bit and up there is getting it all. And so I think using this right here adapter is the best way to go about it. And I'll walk over here, and these are some more buckets that I'm adding. This is going to get some good sunlight as well, that I've started to fill up, but currently in the process of that. And then here's actually some spaghetti squash that I started inside. I thought I'd give it a go. It's actually been producing quite a few blossoms. I just planted a couple days ago, so I've been pulling the blossoms off, but kind of excited to see how that turns out. I mean, it's interesting, but kind of an overview. I guess we can go through kind of some of the buckets here and how I get these working. Do one right here. I've got my 5-gallon food grade bucket, and I get these from my co-packer. I have. Show you how the bucket works. On the bottom I've got 5 holes, and on the sides I've got 5 holes. So we'll make sure there's great drainage, especially using a container like this. And I water every day unless it rains. So pretty. I don't worry about keeping a certain level of water in there, because I'm always going to be either dripping it in or dousing it once or twice a day. And then on the bottoms, and I did this on these buckets, not something I've done on every bucket, got just some river rock there to kind of help with the drainage. But that's kind of how the buckets work. And then I've got this line not yet hooked up, but so I'll knock the holes in, zip tight there, and it'll be down there just like these. So kind of just an overview of the buckets. We'll get some plants in them now.